Russell Geekie is a spokesperson for the United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, and I asked him how aid agencies and governments are coordinating to get relief to those affected by the storm.
Well, this has been a devastating blow, Cyclone Idai. Right now, we're supporting the government, if we're talking about Mozambique now, but also in Malawi and Zimbabwe to respond. In the case of OCHA, we have sent in people. We're doing rapid needs assessment again in support of the governments in the region to respond to this devastation, which has affected hundreds of thousands of people. At the same time that we're doing the assessments, of course, the aid is going in, and we're helping people as much as we can. We stand in solidarity with the people of Mozambique, of Malawi, and Zimbabwe, and we will support the government to address this.
We know that there are a lot of infrastructure challenges. They're also dealing with flooding. And you mentioned aid. Is the aid getting to people fast enough?
Well, in the lead-in, as you just said now, Elaine, the infrastructure challenges are great. We knew that Idai was going to hit Beira. But we didn't know how devastating it would be on the road network out of Beira, which has made delivery very, very difficult. That said, aid is getting in. WFP has been distributing in Beira and now outside Beira as well. It will still take some time. There's still great challenges. There's still need for air resources, for instance. We know that South Africa, as you said earlier in the show, is lending air support. The Indian Navy is also there, and many others.
What are you hearing from people on the ground? It's also, we realize, a race against the clock when it comes to the challenges of preventing disease and illness, some of those things that come along after natural disasters like this one.
Well, those are very good points. The hospital in Beira was severely damaged, but still functioning somewhat, and that's an area where we're helping. There are vector-borne diseases, and of course, there's stress and anxiety among the people, but we're reaching them as quickly as we can, again in support of the government efforts.
And Russell, about a minute left. Is there anything people can do to help as we watch these scenes unfold? And we don't know the devastation of this yet. There are still hundreds, thousands missing, could be killed. What can people do to help?
People can support any number of international aid agencies, United Nations agencies. You can find them through OCHA's website, for instance. Agencies such as UNICEF, WFP, and IFRC is doing fantastic work there as well, and many others.
All right, Russell Geekie in New York, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.